Hello everyone. Hello Scarrow. How are you doing? It's good to see you. I hope you are doing well. Welcome into another stream, everybody. On the old Minecraft server. I say old, it's like not even 2 months old. But it's good to see you all. I hope everybody is doing good. Let's come over to this scene. I thought I had a transition, but maybe I accidentally deleted it at some point. I got it all wipe transition. I guess not. Hello everyone there, how you doing? You doing alright? Just tired? Oh yeah, I'm tired. I had a small nap earlier inadvertently. I went to chill in bed and have a lie down. And yeah, I passed out. Because I was just very tired apparently. I mean I'm still catching up on sleep. Oh, I don't know why that transitioned. I'm still catching up on sleep and whatnot from the weekend because the weekend I went on my first training trip of 2026. And it was a lot of fun. But yeah, it was very long, very tiring day, but it was a lot of fun. And I did vlog it, and the vlog will be out in August because that's how like far ahead I am on train vlogs. And obviously, with not uploading a little bit towards the end of last year, it has meant that the vlogs are a bit behind. In terms of the last stream, the VOD has been highlighted. I tried exporting it to the other channel, but it's taking its time, so it'll be up there soon. I have got the update video on the main channel, and it's going to come out tomorrow. Proxy! No. Thank you, Proxy. How are you? Wonderful. It's lovely to see you. And turn my music down a little bit. Jamie, the option literally said, if you're happy to, please leave your username. It didn't say you had to. None of the options were mandatory, but the first one, which was like, what role you normally play. That's why you confused the hell out of me when I read your message when I woke up from my nap. I was like, what? I'm sure there's an option you don't have to leave a name. Or you could have just left it blank. Oh well. But hey Jamie, how you doing? It's good to see you. I feel like I haven't spoken to you probably in a while, so good to see you, mate. How you had a nice holiday? I think the last time I spoke to you probably was during the bingo tourney, if I remember correctly. So, good to see you, mate. But yeah, let's tab over to some Minecraft, shall we? Here we are on the Minecraft server, as ever I'm on my own. Beaver was on the other night for like 5 minutes and then left, and that's been about it. I haven't seen anyone else on the server. And so, oh, actually, I did want to show you guys a little something. Do I still have? No, I don't. That's the background, isn't it? Yeah. So let me show you guys a quick picture from yesterday. Not yesterday, from Saturday. Which I think I sent to a few people. But I was going through the pictures that I took. Because, for context, on Saturday I went to Jamie, I think will be the only person in this chat that will know where this is. Hang on one sec. Whoop, whoop. There we go. This is me. Oh, hang on, that's the wrong scene. There you go. This is my little character. I made this skin and then ran it for a filter to make it look all radioactive. This was back when I played on the Feed the Beast server with like New Ears and Jelly Bean and Zenith and Otter Nerd. That group of people. And I don't know, was Spidey on that server? I can't remember. Yeah, this is my character. I've got some armor trim on. And my cape. I love my cape. And the way it translates to the elytra. But yeah. Well, I will quickly pull up the picture on this scene, I guess. So that Foxy can show what to remove. I need to organise my OBS scenes, to be honest. It's been so long since I used OBS properly that, you know, a lot of stuff on here is not old, but like, yeah. Wait, I think it was on the second phone, wasn't it? Oh yeah, look at some of my really artistic shots that I took. Here's a black and white shot at New Street Station, which is fucking massive. Oh, sorry, Foxley. Yeah, look. I did to answer the question. I made it myself. It's very basic. I have a version, like I say, that's like a human. Oh, not human. This is human, but like a version that's not glowing, basically. And then there was a thing that happened on the FTV server, and I basically came back as a ghost, kind of thing. Lily. Ah, that's really sweet, Lily. It's lovely to see you. I hope you had a lovely holiday season. I hope you're doing well. I hope life is treating you well. But thank you, that means a lot. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, I do have actually, one sec. If I do this, because I've got the launcher open. Hang on. Here it is. One sec. Here, this is the human version of the skin before it had the glow effect applied to it. And do you notice? Oh, there's a problem with both the skins. But look at that's my front, and look at the back. That it's got the same sort of like bit, you know, where the top sort of sits at the back as well. And also, there's a pixel missing on the back of the head. I just noticed that. Why is there a random bit? I mean, I haven't used the skin in ages. Yeah. It's such a weird... I can't even remember what I used to make this now. This was like years ago. It's a bold spot. But yeah, it looks... I don't know, maybe it's just because it's not radioactive. But it looks so weird to me to have this skin. Let me set my skin back to the other one. I've got a few other random skins on here. Like I've got a VV skin. I think this is a VV skin. Let me have a look. Oh yeah, I think this is a VV skin. It's kind of cool. I don't know why I've got this. I've got a few skins that I don't know why I've got. These aren't ones I've made. These are just ones that I've got saved. I've got Z-Max skin on here. I don't know if this is still the skin she uses. The reason why I have to relog to refresh the skin. Yeah, this is Z-Max skin. I think we were doing something where I needed her skin, which sounds really weird out of context. But yeah, yeah. I got Z-Max. I got Zenith. Who else have I got on here? I've got Zeniths. I've got Basks. I've got Sparkies. I've got Guns' skin. Oh, and I've got this skin. Which, I'm curious if Wyatt knows this skin. Also, I don't know if I acknowledge it out loud. That's cool, Lillian. Yeah, I understand that. Busy but fun. Oh yeah, this is an Alex model skin. But yeah. It's the green skin. It's not really easy to show you in this mode, but it's the green skin where it looks really weird. But you can't really... It's not easy to see. Basically, the head is on the top. The face of the head is on the top. And it's sort of designed so that you sort of troll like this. Though, like I say, it's hard to sort of show. in, you know, also it's designed to be an Alex skin. That's why they hadn't, it's the black bars. Right, one sec. I will just quickly change back now into my actual skin. Where is it? I've actually lost it now. Where's it gone? Wait, where is it? Hang on. It's not on my library. Where's my skin gone? It's not here. Guys, it's not here. Where's my skin? Where is it gone? I'm very confused where it's gone. Oh, there it is. Okay, I was worried for a second then. I thought it just disappeared. Right. So now if I go back to the game and relog, it should refresh. That's more like it. That's the skin I like. But yeah. Anyway, so for those of you who don't know, this is our community HPSR server. We sort of did it all last time. But I realised I never really showed off like certain places. And also I guess I can show you guys what I've done since. So since the last stream, I think I've built this. No, this path was here before. I think it was like the last thing I did before the stream. But now the bridge extends through the tunnel, and there's actually a tunnel. Ooh, so where Coney's base is over here. But yeah, there's a little waterfall here. Waterfall area that I've done with some blackstone and some tuff. I need to do some building of the actual bridge down into the water, so it looks a bit more realistic to match all of this stuff. Yeah, that's not mine. I want to make that very clear. This is not mine. None of this is mine. This is the French. This is Picon and Noju, who basically did this in about a week. It's insane. This is my work. This is the grounds hub from HP2, which I love and I'm really proud of. The game's a little bit choppy. I'm not sure. We haven't got any. We're the same that we were last time. I don't know, we'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, this is my work. These, you know, these two. But yeah, you got the entranceway. You've got the secret. You've got this secret, which Wrench helped with. Which obviously currently, it doesn't actually trigger from here in the game, but we're just building it now as a thing that can happen, but there you go. You got the Quidditch gate here. This is the way to where the forest is. And then you've got Willow. Yeah. I think I suggested the idea, and then me and Wrench sort of workshopped it together, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, you want me to get behind the Quidditch gate? Okay, Jamie, I can do that. Give me a second to make sure it's fully reset. I see now the problem with that, Jamie, is the tree's not here yet. Oh! I did it. I did it. I got behind the Quidditch gate. And then there's a little staircase down here. This was Wrench's mock-up of a Quidditch hoop. And then this is the giant pit. Oh, you want to see Renee? Renee has done... I know. It took me a second to realise what you were saying. Renee has done insane stuff on this server. We showed it off last time, but I might as well show it off again. Because it's insane. Like, you've got the crazy buildings of, like, Pikai, Nodu, Luzak, etc. And then you've got craziness in another perspective. Oh yeah, the Nether. I've been working on it. This is Renee's portal. The amount of de-mushrooming I've been doing in this nether is insane. Here you are. Oh, hello, you fucker. I give it a second while it loads. Yeah, you can see we've got sniffers, camels, every single mob. Renee has the 2x2 achievement, or he used to, but since the update he would have now lost it, same as I did. But yeah, he's got the Highland cows here. He's got all the different types of pigs. You got the donkeys, the mules, the horses in here. It's really laggy around here. Let me turn down my render distance a little bit more. Put us on 7 chunks. Hopefully that'll help. I don't know if it's coming across on the stream like that, but on my preview it just seems really choppy. I mean, we have a few data packs, but they're very basic. Which is probably, like... Also, people's interest has kind of tailed off. I think also, you know, the Christmas period, people have been busy. But yeah, you got all these sheep, all the cows, all the pigs, all the different variants. I'm really excited for the new update, if people haven't seen. I guess spoiler alert, they're going to be updating the baby mobs. So I'm really excited to play around with some of them. Yeah, within the tweaks we have just heads and anti-enderman griefing because the endermen were going insane on this server. But yeah, got pandas, got llamas, I don't know, armadillos there. I mean, probably at some point, but it's not on like my immediate priority list. I'll be honest, I know Hytale I think he's in a better place now, but it's been so up and down and so crazy that I haven't really been keeping up with it properly. And like, I know it's not necessarily the developers' faults, but I'm happy with my Minecraft, you know what I mean? And it wasn't until this server came around that I actually really started playing the game again. So... Now that is a username and a half. Stephen Curry's Coke dealer. Thank you for the follow. That's a username and a half. Yeah, I did, like I said, I did Feed the Beast a while back. And that was fun. That was my first real proper experience of multiplayer Minecraft. And then we did a server, I think that was the Feed the Beast server, and we blew it up on New Year's Eve. And we didn't tell like half the server. We made a backup, and then we set off like an atomic bomb, basically, and blew up half the server. Because me and someone else streamed it, and my stream, I did a really clever thing where like I thought it was clever, where like the bomb exploded and then I faded to white. As a sort of like, you know, this is the end. Because I had done some streams on the server. It's one of my old clips is on there of me, from there, of me singing Baby Shark. As I see, as the snippers, like, dug up this picture pod at Renee's base, so I'm going to drop it back to Renee's chest. Because, yeah, this is, he has got a picture pod, I think, here somewhere. Has he not? I'm sure he had. There it is, I see it. I see, yeah, Sherb somehow made his way onto this server. You know, he's never been on the server. He's not even whitelisted. Right, I'm gonna fly back to my base. I know we went through the nether, but... Oh yeah, and we've got striders here too. I say we've. Renee's got striders, cats, ocelots, wolves. There's goats over here. Oh, there's rabbits, frogs. The only mob I don't actually think he has is turtles. There's this. I don't know what that is. Then there's goats over... Fucking hell. Goats over here. Now, before mobs start spawning and ruining this area... Oh, and foxes. Including the Arctic ones. So yeah, before mobs start spawning, I want to get out of the area. Oh, I think I've still got the video, Jamie. I'll have to dig it out. Oh, because I had like a flight ring on that server, so I flew up and I could see the amount of damage and devastation that it caused. It was insane. It even, like, we were like a good 7,000 blocks away from spawn. I think it partly decimated the spawn as well. It was kind of insane. So yeah, I don't know what I really want to do today. I just sort of felt we could hop on and do a bit of streaming. Oh, something I have done, I think, since the last time we spoke, or one, we've made it more cult-like. The frogs are still hanging, there's fire below them, and all the dogs are gathered around. After last stream, I sent Dean a screenshot, and he was like, no, that does look like a cult. Oh yeah, I know what we've done since the last time. So, we've organised everything. I've got a bunch of organized stuff. I've still got a chest here full of stuff that isn't organized, but the majority of my stuff is. The other thing I've done since we last streamed is I've gone ahead and built this, which is a little gas port, happy gas port. So I can jump down here. My happy gas is tethered up. It's a bit of a pain to get to, but you get him. It's not the best thing in the world, but it works. Also, for some reason, happy gas always face south. So, using that, I built a little observation room for him here. So I can see him and check in on him. Hey, buddy! Look how happy he is. Look at that smile. He's a happy... Oh. Okay, that's kind of weird. When I double F5, I mean him. But yeah, look how happy he is. I'm gonna take a screenshot with a happy guest. Bam. So, yeah, and then I've got my stuff here. I need to smelt them. I need to mine them and then smelt them because, yeah, you have to do that now. But yeah, I don't know what to do, honestly. I just felt like hopping on and streaming. I mean, last time I didn't really have a plan. I kind of just showed you around. Oh, I know. One place that we didn't go to last time. I don't think. And correct me if I'm wrong. But anyone that was here last time. We didn't go to Matthew's base. Or specifically, we didn't go to Matthew and Sinner's base. Because Matthew, Blaze and Sinner's base. Because they all have a base out away from spawn. Also, McDonald's. Result. Get my rockets out. My music went a bit quiet and now I've just realised Euphoria has started, which has a slow intro. Oh wow, really? I'm sorry, I've just read your comments, guy. I didn't realise it was that coming out that soon. I thought it was still like crazy far away, or not crazy far away, but like I saw the whole reserve your username thing, but I didn't realise it was, you know, coming out that soon. That's kind of crazy. Also, if you heard that window sound, it was me, not you. If you didn't hear that window sound, then don't worry. So yeah, this is the ice tunnel. I think we looked at this last time, but that's the path towards the Badlands. This is the path towards the desert. There's nothing that way. Well, I mean, there is, but this path goes that way and then turns that way. And it felt better to have that, do it like that, than go that way. And then turn. And then this is the pathway towards Matthew's base. And on the way, we've got a few things, which I suppose I can show you. On the way, we've got door number 1. By the way, people can come play on this server. This server's open to anyone would have run on any Harry Potter leaderboard. So, please come play on the server, people. It's been very quiet. We've got a slime farm here, which I improved by building this little hut, AFK hut up here. But the actual farm, I believe, was built by Wrench and Matthew. I know Matthew found the chunk, I think he did most of the work and then Wrench helped. It's... My brain's a little bit fuzzy slash... You know when you only get told a piece of information once and you're trying to remember it. I fully put hoppers on the floor and it all comes into here. I extended it out because I was AFKing over Christmas for like 12 hours at a time. And yeah, we now have stone blocks which are manually crafted because there just really isn't space for an auto crafter because we're right at bedrock basically. Like below these hoppers I think is basically bedrock. But yeah, we've got a slime farm. We've got the beginnings. We come over here. And turn this way. We've got the beginnings of something. I mean, I suppose I can just say we've got the beginnings of an underwater like guardian farm in here. There you go. Matthew's been clearing this out. I was here the other day, and I organised the chest because it was annoying me. But yeah, you've got it's over here. There you go. A bunch of guardians. You see, he's cleared this side, but not this one. So that's making decent progress. And then if we come through here. Over that way, there's a blaze farm. Speak of the devil. I won't go down to it because it's very long-winded to go down to it. Just to come back up, but yeah, there's a blaze farm. I was AFK there for about an hour earlier while doing some stuff. Oh yeah, I never found this picture, did I? Let me get up here and then I'll find this picture that I was trying to find to show you guys from Saturday. So yeah, for context in it, and Jamie I think is the only person in this chat who will, oh yeah, my artistic picture at New Street. That's what I was showing you. I think Jamie's the only person that will have any context to when I say this. But I went to Derbyshire at the weekend. I actually, yes, I do. You did know. I remember Jamie because I'm sure I remember you commenting on me going on a trip and calling me insane or something. But I've got. Let me have a look. I've got a nice picture. I can't find it. Well, this is a nice picture. Look at that. Look at it. Look at the bridge. I like that picture. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for the good luck. How are you doing? Lovely. I love that picture. That bridge is so cool. So that's that. Where are we? It's this picture that I like. This is the picture that I love, and I sent it to a few people because it's got me in it. It's got the train in the background. I think this is a really cool picture. This is profile picture material, I feel like. Thank you for the Happy New Year's. Happy New Year to you too. Yeah, this I think is profile picture material. I'm happy with the one I've got at the minute, but it makes me so happy to be able to take pictures like this because it sort of shows me, in my opinion, this is where I know the picture's covering at the minute, but this is where the blaze farm is. It makes me really happy to be taking so many more selfies because, you know, my confidence was nowhere near as high as it is at the minute. Like before, like I was very, I didn't think I was very pretty or not even pretty, but like I just thought I was ugly, and I always had this like conception that I would never have a partner or a relationship because I was just ugly and all of this, and it was quite a horrid mentality to have. But my confidence is really building lately, and you know I'm really happy about that, and you know the fact that I've got so many selfies from this trip is really cool to see, and like this one especially I really love, and I'm really glad that you know I went on the trip. The last picture I'll show you guys, I'll find one real quick because it was really snowy. It is a good one. There you go. You can see the snow was melting, but this is like 2 days after it fell. It's all on the hills. And yeah, it was kind of crazy, and I nearly took a. So the funny story. At one station I had an hour's wait. So I thought I'll walk to the McDonald's and get some warm food. I was walking along the road, or on the pavement. Past the bus stop. There was someone waiting at the bus stop. I walked round this person, and I suddenly felt my leg just slip because I slipped on some ice. And I instinctively, I'm walking along, say the bus stop's here, I just turn and I grab the bus stop, and it moves a little bit. It didn't come down, thankfully, but instinctively, you know, I just grabbed the bus stop, and the person at the waiting at the bus stop looked really affronted, and I was like, I'm thinking to myself, mate, I could have easily instinctively grabbed you. I think you would have preferred me to grab the bus stop than yourself. You know what I mean? But yeah, it made me chuckle. Anyway, so this is the end of the tunnel. I will proudly say that I built this tunnel. Matthew did the icing. I think we started with blue ice, regular ice, and then he turned it to blue ice. Because originally he was flying from his place to spawn, which took him about 5 minutes there and back, or 5 minutes there, 5 minutes back. But then we built this tunnel, which took ages, and several pickaxes because I didn't have any like mending or anything at that point. But he rewarded me when I got here with a fortune 3 pickaxe. And then yeah, you come down here. Originally you had to go down to a portal, but we've moved the portal up for ease of access. And this is Matthew's base. The rule is if you see sand, you're going the wrong way. So here's Matthew, and you can also see Sinner is this way, and this is the USA Mark II, because it's the USA by spawn. I'm gonna go quickly sleep in Matthew's bed, just because obviously with all the villagers around, I don't really want any of them to die. Although the advantage of us now being on hard is, if a zombie attacks a villager, there's a 100% chance it will convert to a zombie villager. On normal, that's not 100% chance. So it's, you know, you couldn't lose your villagers on normal or easy. Not on peaceful, obviously. Yeah, this is Matthew. This was originally Blaze and Matthew's base. Now I say just Matthew because Blaze hasn't played for a good while. But yeah, it's kind of a villager camp out. Like you've got different villagers, you've got lots of librarians. This is all the books that they have. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, it's a really cool stuff they've got going on over here. I think Matthew's been moving some villagers by the looks of things through all these rails. I think I remember vaguely, yeah, he's working on building, I think, a villager trading hall down here. Because as someone who has used the villagers here, what they're useful, they're incredibly annoying because you don't know which one's which. Which villager sells what trades. And then I put this fence in because the villagers kept going down here. Like I found about 10 of them one day, like just down the side of the ravine. Oh look, there is still one there. Because the problem is as well, if you kill them, they up their trades. So I kind of had to just leave him there. And there's a zombie. Or 2 zombies trying to path through him. Oh yeah, that's what Matthew would do if he had the trading hall. But obviously when they're all just roaming around free range, like, oh look, he's got the puppy. He was giving out the puppy. Oh, that's sweet. I love when they do that. Obviously, yeah, when they're all out like this, it's a little bit hard to do that, sadly. Also, yeah, the other thing I don't know if I mentioned, but I've kind of been going on an achievement grind on this server. As you can see, I've got all of the Minecraft ones, most of the Nether ones. I'm just missing Cover Me in Debris, an Easy Alliance, a Furious Cocktail, and How Did We Get Here? In the husbandry section, I think I've got them all. Yep. A balanced diet was actually one of my favourite achievements to do. It was a lot of fun. In the end, I'm only missing the next generation, which is to hold the dragon egg. But I can't do that at the minute because Talow's got the egg. And then in adventure, I've got most of the stuff in here. I'm just missing some stuff like Sniper Duel. I'm missing Monsters Hunted. I had this one, but then I lost it because of the update. I need to kill a zombie Nautilus to get that back. And there's a few crossbow enchantments I don't have. And then this one with the armor trims as well. I don't have that one either. But I'm working on that one, as you can see. So, yeah. And then over here, we've got, yeah, sort of a basic melon farm, which then turned into this, which is kind of insane. I remember when Matthew built this, me and him were talking while he was doing this. You can see it's kind of insane. Didn't trample the crops. Happy days. And then over here, you've got a mob spawner, which I AFK'd at the other day. Oh, the server doesn't lag. It's my PC that lags. Why is my YouTube? Yes, I'm still watching. I've got music playing in the background. The only I can hear. There's obviously it's copyright music, but it's like, are you still watching? And I'm like, yes. But yeah, I AFK'd here, and I actually overfilled the chests down here, because originally these all just went to chests in the water, but then Wrench came over and built a super cool system that converts the bones to bone meal blocks, and then disposes of the arrows, and then you get like the rotten flesh, the string, the gunpowder, and then you get some overflow over here of other stuff. Because occasionally you get stuff like witches in here. Spiders don't really sort because they're rare. I assume. I don't know, I didn't build this. Oh look, it's raining. That's the funny thing about a mesa. Not a mesa, savannah. Is that it doesn't actually rain. Which I know is making me look like a bit of an idiot right now. But you see, this is a river. And if I come out here to the actual savannah, it stops. But then looking at it raining on the water is kind of cool. But yeah. Whee! But yeah. Sorry, I always get a dry throat whenever I stream, which is really weird. Like I record podcasts, and I don't get dry throats when I do that. But when I stream, I think there's also a slight thing of nervousness for me on stream still, even though I've been doing it for like 6 years now. When did I start streaming? Was it? It was 2020, wasn't it? So this is my 6th year streaming. So it's December 2020 that I started streaming. Which is kind of crazy to think back that I've been streaming for that long. But yeah. We've got there's a lot of cool infrastructure over here. But it's very practical. Oh yeah, I mean, I've been a YouTube content creator since 2014. I've been making YouTube videos for nearly 12 years. It's scary to think about. We did a whole stream a while back, reacting to some of my most embarrassing older videos from like 2014, 2015, 2016. Basically anything pre-2020. And so much of it's like, who cares? Oh yeah, I think you were. A lot of people were there for that one. That stream was very popular. I think like Nixo and Sonia joined for a bit. A bunch of people came out of the woodwork. I guess people enjoy seeing me embarrassing myself. Yeah, come down here. Whee! There we go. Yeah, we've got the little gas docking station here. And then I need to work out what I want to build next in this area. I'm kind of been heavy procrastinating. The tunnel was cool to build though. I did enjoy doing the tunnel. Like, this tunnel was really cool to build. This grass still hasn't spread. It's taking its sweet time. I've got some grass blocks. Let me go grab them. My biggest concern is a creeper dropping into there, me not seeing the creeper, and then blowing up everything, including my happy guest. Yeah. Hey, Drix. Yeah, I got another Elytra. I have two, actually. I think Matthew gave me another one, if I remember correctly, because he just has way too many. He kind of went end busting and raided like a bunch of end cities. So he just gave me another one. And then I think I went and... No, I don't remember, but I have two. I have a backup one. Which isn't so much of a problem anymore now that we have Keep Inventory on. But, yeah. I have a... Oh, it's more, you know, if I'm out and about and my Elytra breaks, it's good to have a backup. But I never really let it get to that point anymore. But yeah, we do have Keep Inventory on, for anyone that doesn't know. But we've upped the difficulty to hard because I think Mark kind of wanted to have a balance. And I think it's a good balance that, you know, we have Keep Inventory on, but we still have the game on hard. So it's not, you know, really easy. But we had a few issues with people losing everything to sort of BS stuff. And I think there was sort of a general consensus. And there's also a bug at the minute, which has now supposedly been patched in snapshots, where a creeper can explode after you die. So if you die, all your stuff goes everywhere, and then the creeper explodes. Bye-bye stuff. So when we were when we heard about that, we were sort of like, yeah, let's turn on keep inventory. We've also now updated to 121.11. I mean, just a bit hard. I think they're just a bit more. They do more damage, I think. And also, the big difference, which I didn't know about, was that zombies on normal only have a certain percentage chance of converting as villagers to a zombie villager if they kill them. But on hard, it's 100%. So if you wanted to try, lowering your trades by curing a villager, then it wouldn't be a 100% thing. Apparently, like I say, I haven't looked into this myself, but this is what I heard from, I think it was Mark that said that. But yeah. I need to build a flag at some point, because like, we've got the Polish flag, we've got the US, France, I think, Wrench, I went through about 10 million German names in my head. Wrench might build a German flag. Obviously, you've got Canada over here. So having a British flag. I might do an English flag just because it's probably easier to build than a British flag. But yeah. Be cool to have a little flag. Because you've got France, Poland, and England. And then there's the tunnel that is built down here still, which connects Poland and Poland together. What? Hang on a sec. You've never said anything in my chat before, Drix, by the way. I swear you've been here before. We haven't got a custom, like, jukebox thing in the words I would. Something like that. Yeah, apparently it says first time chat next to your message. So apparently this is your first time here, which surprises me. Because I could have sworn you'd already been here. But apparently, no, this is your first time in this chat. Or at least typing anyway. Oh, I ain't going through all the effort of making a no block song. Also, Cha 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 is played now. I have to say about this song, I really didn't like this song back in 2023. This one for reference. I really didn't like this song back in 2023, and I honestly think it was because some people were so like over hyping it and like was so like, oh my god, this is the best song, da 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 da, and I didn't mind it, but I'm gonna put the thing through line 5 real quick. Oh, actually, let me put it through like line 2. Let me put it through line 1. That probably makes the most sense. I didn't dislike the song overly. It's weird. Like I think sometimes I have a problem with stuff when it's so overhyped. Let me just check. Okay, that's not coming through anymore. Not weird not to have the NEI mod. What's the NEI mod? Yeah, I don't know. I like it now, but I just think it was so And one of my biggest grievances, and I know this is such a petty thing, is when people say like, "Oh, this was the real winner," and it's stuff like that. Like, yeah, you can be unhappy with the winner, but I feel like it's better when people say my winner, not the real winner, because like it or not, Loreen won 2023, and it's like, and Nemo won 2024, and it's like, that is what happened. Like, I don't know. I'm probably thinking too much into it. But yeah. It's cool to have a lot of other countries around here. I'm gonna switch to a different playlist. What is the NEI mod? Jamie, I'm curious. Oh, apparently it was right there. Yeah, that's cool. No, oh, not enough. I don't. You don't even need it anymore, Jamie. You don't even need it. With the crafting book now, you don't need not enough items. Like, literally, the crafting book negates the need for it. It's basically this, but on a sort of a bigger scale. It was quite a popular mod back in the day before they added in the crafting book. No, this is as far as it got built. It comes from France, crosses over here, then intersects and goes towards spawn. I think there was an intention to connect it up to Luzak's base, but I don't know if that's something that Luzak necessarily wants, so this might just get filled in, even though it's not, you know, just the right number size. But yeah. Oh yeah, I don't know if you know, Drix. I mean, you can only tell. I moved. I now live up there, as opposed to on by the spawn like I was before. So I only wanted a bit more space to expand. And I was kind of crushed on one side by the massive spawn point. What's that? Well, yeah, it used to be that it would all be up here, sort of behind where my webcam is. Whereas now, it's all in here. Hang on. Just in case there's anyone that doesn't know what we're talking about. I think the thing as well with mods is that obviously with vanilla it's much more accessible for people in not only like accessing like, you know, setting up the client, but also like specs wise. Now, not everyone has a PC that's able to run like 1,000,001 mods. Not that we'd have 1,000,001, but here's an old Ant Venom video from like 14 years ago, which is a very old version, but you can sort of see. But look at the old diamond block tech. Oh, here. But look at the old diamond block texture and the old glass. But yeah, it was basically like this, and then you'd search on the side. I mean, I'll just pop it back to the game. Just because I don't know what's... Yeah, no. Cool. But yeah. One sec. There we go. I really need to push the mute button on this stream. I have in terms of mods, I have 3 mods running locally. I have the voice chat mod, which obviously also runs on the server side, so I can communicate with people in game, and they can communicate with me, as we've seen in the last stream. I have this mod, which is the light overlay mod, low level, so I can see, you know, where's too dark, where's not, where's lit up fine. A good example of this, because I realized I didn't. Let me turn it off for a second, and let me show you something that I didn't show you guys last time. Let's fly upwards, and you should start to see a little something come into frame. And actually, this is a good way to show off the other mod I have. Not in the same way, you can't. So, this is our anti-snow platform, which is basically at build height, bar 1 block. And the reason it's not a build height is 1, because it needs torches, or a block to, light it up. And 2, at build height, you can no longer see what the biome is, which is fucking stupid. So, let me grab some blocks out. I don't know what, just something random. Grab some cobble. Oh, this works. So, if you look at the underneath where it says FPS, here, it says biome snowy taiga. If I go up on here, apparently now I'm no longer in a biome, because I'm above the build limit. And I'll show you I'm above the build limit, because look, I can't place anything above here. So apparently, I'm now no longer in a biome. So I can't see what biome I'm in. So when I'm building this platform, with a finite amount of resources, I can't see where the hell I'm supposed to be building it to. So that was annoying. Be very careful, because if I break a block here, I'm going to be pissed. But yeah, this platform kind of stretches out above the over the spawn area, so that the snow doesn't land down there. If anyway, it lands on here, but it doesn't land because it's all lit up. Although, oh yeah, stuff can't. Yeah, oh yeah, the light level won't work on glass. But yeah, and the other thing you can tell by looking at this is the connected textures that I've got. I've got the connected textures mod on for glass, bookcases, and sandstone, and it's so nice because, yeah. Also, I tell you, when I'm up here at night, it's really trippy because it's just, torches for days. If I stand right here, yeah, it's very weirdly designed, but it's very much built, to cover the areas that need to be covered and nothing more. I tell you, before I put the torches on this and it snowed and it landed on top of here, it was really funny because it was just really dark down below. And yeah, it made me laugh. But yeah. So. And then this is the area that it covers basically. And then this is all new. This terrain I've shaped This is Wrench's Hill, and I've pushed this back a bit because I want to still be able to ice boat through here. And then there's this staircase down here, which I've moved up because I'm going to build like a really nice stone bridge over here, like a old-fashioned sort of like small curve one. And then that's going to sort of lead over towards where Beaver's base is over here, which I need to talk to him about. How exactly he wants the link to spawn. I've kind of been the community person on this server. I built the market stalls here. You got the stuff in here, the books. If you need books, you come to spawn because there's lots of books. There's a whole thing of slime in here if you need slime. There's gunpowder, which Matthew provides. And then over here, one of the things that I really love that I've helped contribute to is seeds. But there's little bundles here with basically like a startup kit. You've got 8 sugarcane, 8 carrots, 8 potatoes, 8 seeds, 8 cacti, 8 melon, pumpkin, and beetroot seeds. Which I think is really cool. And then finally, you have the town notice board. The community board. With a bunch of signs on it. Apparently HP fiber is overrated. I don't think the widow's still on the loose, but we haven't officially confirmed that. But yeah, a bunch of community notices, the server rules here. And then the farm guide. So where all the farms are on the server. Oh yeah, we have a drowned farm as well, I forgot about that. I forget how you get there. I don't actually think there's a thing. Minus 262, let's write it down. Because I haven't been there in a while, so let's go and have a quick look. 1366. Well, we've been to all the others, so we might as well go to the drowned farm, although I should probably pick up some rockets before we head off. I don't know why my game is so choppy today. Like, it was not this choppy when we streamed. You know. We should put more saplings in the wood farm. Right. So, we're going to minus 262. I mean, the rules, Jamie, are you're very basic standard rules of like, don't grief, don't be an asshole. I'll write this way. Yeah, fairly standard stuff. And rules are there to keep everybody safe. And usually a rule is there because someone did something stupid. Not in this case, but, there's general consensus. Most rules come from people doing silly things, like breaking safety rules. Especially on the railway. 1366, okay. Beautiful flower forest. Well, not flower forest. Flower fields here. What did I do last time? What do you mean? Also, I will say Mark wrote the rules in, but I think pretty much by himself. Here we go. Here it is. Gosh, this is probably an awful time to come here because stuff is probably gonna be spawning down below. Although I don't know, we're way above rendering that in. But I will try and sleep real quick. I think we might fall out of our bed into the sky. Oh no, we didn't. That was good. Alright, remind me to set my spawn when we get back. Although it doesn't really matter because we'll just spawn at spawn. But yeah, this is the drowned farm. And there's a little reminder here that baby drone can still hit you if you're too close. And then, yeah, there's all the stuff that they drop. Because, yeah, drones drop copper. It's a death. Hello, Death. How you doing, my friend? It's good to see you. How is life treating you? How's things going? But yeah. There we go, so we can kill them. And then obviously stuff goes through there. Including a drowned head, which is cool. It's been good. No major complaints, to be honest. I'm trying to think if there was anything really shitty that's happened. Went on a train trip on Saturday, that was nice. Yeah, overall it's been a really good 2026 so far. Very slow so far, I have to say. Existence is pain, Joe. For some reason, I've never seen like is it called? What's the show called? Is it? No, what's Phineas and Ferb? That's what it's called. I've never seen Phineas and Ferb, but I've really gotten like it's stuck in my head lately where I'm like, platypus, Perry the platypus. I don't know why it's become one of my stims. Very weird, yeah. Yeah, I hear you guys have been having a bit of a weird year. So, yeah. I hope you're staying safe. No, I've never seen Phineas and Ferb. It's one of those shows that or film. I've never seen Phineas and Ferb. I've never watched Lord of the Rings. What else? Big thing. I haven't seen Game of Thrones. Never watched Black Mirror or anything like that. The Walking Dead. Oh god, I'm making a lot of enemies right now. I've never watched Breaking Bad. That's what I think I was trying to think of. Up until semi-recently, I'd never watched High School Musical. And I say that because it's just come on my other screen. Oh, actually, Jamie, I have a bit of a confession. No, I have seen Harry Potter. Of course I've seen. I watched the 8th one in cinemas. Yeah, I've not seen The Walking Dead. Oh, that's what I just said. Is there anything else that's like cult classic that I really should have seen, in your guys' opinion? I was gonna have a look and see how this worked, but it's all sealed in and I daren't break a block in case I break the wrong block. I mean, I probably could. Do I want to, though, is the question? Oh, blimey. I'm in that kind of weird phase at the minute where, like, I've got nothing really to do. I mean, there's stuff I could do, but, like, it's dull. I need to update the world record doc at some point soon. Also, I need to sort out preparations for the elections for prefect, which are probably going to be next week. You just got the notification, like, from Discord or from YouTube. I've seen lots and lots of shorts of the blacklist. I made that public at the same time I posted the post on all the Discord servers. Why are you only just getting a notification for that? YouTube, what the hell? That stream has been privated on the channel for ages. I just never got around to publishing it because we were waiting on making a thumbnail and I just kept procrastinating doing it. Originally someone else was going to do it and then they couldn't do it anymore. So I was going to do it and I wanted to do like a thumbnail that sort of had like a slide of every part of fun. You know what I mean? Like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. but then it didn't work out, and I was just sort of like, yeah, I'll just release it. Because it's very nearly our 11-year anniversary, so yeah. Also, go fill out the survey if you guys haven't already. It'd be really nice to get some feedback on a bunch of stuff. I won't say too much on the survey, but all the stuff that people have is in there is stuff that people have raised as possible ideas. Like the obvious one being the changing of the charity, the month that the event should be in, and should part go on allow non-HP runners. That's been a bit of an interesting one. So that one in there, and should part go on be an annual thing as well. Because someone suggested it shouldn't be, and I kind of was like, so an interesting question. So yeah. Also, I have sifted through some of the responses already. Some very interesting responses so far. Some cool ideas. The plan, at least at the moment, just so everyone knows, is we're probably going to leave it open for a couple of weeks, and then at some point soon we're going to have a meeting and talk through it, and we are going to work out basically plans for this year. I would really love to do more events on the channel, like smaller events, and I know that's something a lot of people have mentioned. The only thing for me with doing tournaments on the channel now is I don't want to tread on other people's toes, because tourneys have kind of become a non-part of something, like a solo channel thing. So it's one of those things where it's like, if we were to do an event, I feel like it would need to be an event that would benefit from the Potterfun presence behind it, if that makes any sense. So something like the Octofector Elimination Tournament that can benefit from the added manpower and the resources that you don't get when you have a solo or a small group of people organising a tournament. I do like the idea of showcases and maybe even to beat the clock, like you say, Jamie. And again, I will emphasize, I'm talking from my point of view, not from the point of view of the team. We haven't discussed this yet. This is me saying my thoughts based on what's, come in already. A couple of people talked about showcases. I think it would be really nice. Maybe, I mean, I don't know if we'd have the manpower to do this. Manpower is such a masculine word. The power to do this, but, it would be nice to do like a showcase of like a different category across the series every month. Like, maybe on the YouTube channel. I just don't know. Like say, for argument's sake, get Flow to showcase one PC any percent. Have, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good example here. Like categories that kind of match up together. Like you could get. I really want to get Sammy to do People Card at some point. We've been trying, and we nearly had it for Potterfun 10, but I was an idiot. I I added the wrong Sammy to the Discord channel. I just still can't believe I did that. I was so like, oh my god. Because at that point, I'm like, what do we do? We had an hour and a half, slot missing. But I will point out, nobody noticed this. None of the organisation team, not Sammy Speedruns, didn't notice it either. Nobody noticed. And then I went to ping Sammy to say, hey, get ready to start setting up stuff. And then I realised that I'd added the wrong Sammy. And I was like, ah. And then I was like, I sort of admitted to it on stream. I was like, so we've got an issue, and then very kindly, Captain Haxo, who'd done the run before, agreed to do another run to fill the gap, which I was very grateful for because we desperately needed it. Let's go back to spawn. She is this way. But yeah, that was a bit of a stressful time. As you can probably imagine, as lead organizer who'd made a massive mistake. I mean, I don't know anyone at any point in the past that's ever added the wrong person to a channel. But in my defense, there are 2 Sammys, and nobody else picked up on it. I'm just amazed that nobody else picked up on it, not even me. Because usually what I do is after we have the schedule meeting, in fact sometimes during the schedule meeting once we've confirmed everything, I will write the list of people that need to have roles given to them, and I'll write it as like at so and so, and then copy it into the organizer channel so that then when the announcement is made, I can just click on their name, add role, click on name, add role, etc. And it just makes it so much easier. But I guess yeah. I mean, the insane percent random races are kind of insane. I really want to do something I'd quite like to do, and maybe this is something we could do as a showcase. I really want to showcase the redub. Like, do a nice showcase on it, maybe get Henrik involved. Highlight all the hard work he did. Maybe, I mean, it'd be kind of cool if we could get, like, Espeles, Dino, and Sonia around as well, or at least in the chat. Just sort of like, you know, the 3 leads. I think it'd just be really nice to have. I think I might generally suggest that to the team, actually, because I like that as an idea. Oh yeah, I mean, if one redub happens, we'll definitely do it too. I mean, I've been wanting to have 2 redub part of one for ages. I just kept forgetting about it because I get too busy and then don't write it down. My biggest issue is I have so many ideas for different things, and I don't write them down sometimes, and then I forget about them because, you know, I have so much going in my head. So, like, obviously I've got HP speedrunning stuff, I've got my YouTube stuff, I've got train stuff, I've got St. Basil's volunteering stuff, I've got the podcast stuff, I've got so much going. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's a given, but I'm sure we can work that out. And that's the thing. Ultimately, you know, that's one of the reasons why I don't like the idea of, like, naming strats after people, is because, you know, what happens if said person turns out to be problematic. But, oh well, never mind. I have a Discord alt account, Drix, that usually everything I need to write down goes to. Like, let me have a look at it now. I probably won't show it on stream, but if I look at Money 2, here they are. Let's have a look. What's the last thing I sent to Money 2? It was a screenshot from Repo the other night. Then I have some stuff which I don't want to mention. I've got my 2025 summary. I've got the write-up of that, like the draft of that, because I wrote it on my laptop, but in order to post on Instagram with music, you have to do it on mobile. So I posted it into my Discord DMs, so I could copy it onto my phone. I have, most of the time it's me writing down times for buses because I need to make sure I get the right bus. Random screenshot here. I don't know what the hell that is. More bus stuff. Here's an interesting one. The list of people that need to be added and removed for the Wisingham election when, you know, the results have come in. Removing people that haven't completed the attendance check and adding people that got elected. A bunch of coordinates lately because of the Minecraft server. Some stuff to do with some Basils. Me doing maths. This really sweet picture of Angela. Angela Giarratana. Looking a bit lost and concerned. Train stuff. A nice little gif. And then me writing out something to send to customer services. Some train time stuff. Train trip stuff. A bunch of Sporcle quizzes. This random question I got on YouTube. How would you feel if a child watched this video? Fosters life skills. I love it. It's great. But yeah, so much in here. Like, I'm not going to go squadding through obviously the entire channel, but it's really nice to just have somewhere I can just dump stuff. I have a screenshot of me attempting to log into Universal Credit as evidence, just in case, you know, I got in trouble because I couldn't log in. And yeah, that's that. So yeah, I don't know. I want to do something before we end the stream. Like, I don't just want to be having this be a talking stream, but like, what can we even do? I don't know what to do. Also, yeah, I love the little happy guest hole down here. And just being able to see, you know, have the little observation room and seeing my birdie. I'm not building a forbidden forest. I spent way too long chopping down trees around Spawn and up here. I'm not putting more in. Also, we already had a massive deforestation over that way. I don't want any more. I've been growing some of these spruce trees. There's one here and there's one over here. On the hill. And then there's this duck. And then, yeah, this is France. And these tunnels, I don't know if you think I showed these. Oh, I know what I didn't show last time. The map room. This is the map room that Menno's been working on. So you can really see everything. And there's Spawn. Which actually, I want to take this map and update it. Because this map hasn't been updated, I don't think, since... No, that is correct, actually. But yeah, you've got Spawn area there. And then you've got that area, you've got... This is where Paris is, that's the Eiffel Tower. It's where Jinx and I think Winter live over there. Henrik lives somewhere over here. This is Wrench's house. This is Beaver's big pit. Akon's hole is like here, I think. You got Mark's Valley, you've got my house. Which actually, let me take this map and just go and update it with my house. Because I'm realizing now this doesn't have my place on it. The general rule in terms of griefing that I've been living by is little small, like, trolley things, like tiny little things. I'm kind of okay with, but it's, you know, big trolley griefy stuff that's a no in my opinion. Like, I may or may not have turned someone's armor stone around a while back. Yeah. I look so weird. Is that right? Like, I feel like part of this is missing. Me on this side. It looks so flat. I mean, it's a circle, but it looks really flat on this side. I don't know. Anyway, let's go put this back. I mean, even if I was going to do that, Jamie, I'm not going to do it on stream. Yeah. Also, I think, I forget, is it the corners? Yeah, I put some stream lights in here, just to lighten them up a bit. This is the tree farm, which is not actually well, it might be covered in snow. And then Portal's house is like here. And there's all the ice fields here. And then over here is where you've got Skillet's house. This is where Talow's house is. There's Skillet's base. And then you've got, I think Cass is here. Actually, I think Cass is here. Yeah, you can kind of see where Cass is. I love looking at the... Yeah, let's go up to the sky platform at night so I can show you guys. Look at the weird meta it looks like. Like, look at... I mean, obviously, we'll wait till it gets properly night. And the sun's well and truly disappeared. But it just looks weird. Well, look how trippy it looks up here. Like, I'm standing in this corner. It's really trippy with all the torches. It looked worse with the without the connected textures. If I turn off the connected textures. Okay, apparently that didn't turn them off. Oh yeah, sorry. There you go. Look at it, looks awful without connected textures on. Not even just the boxes, but like... You sort of see how different it looks. I think because of my simulation distance being so low. Let's pop them back on. Boom. Boom. Okay, flashbang warning. There we go. It just looks a lot nicer. But yeah. This whole platform extends like, over here. And yeah. Alright, let's head down here. And there we go. Lovely. Awesome. But yeah. I keep getting dry throats whenever I stream. I used to think it was because I talked a lot, but I don't know. Sorry, I'm just gonna get rid of these notifications I've got on Discord. Alright. Oh, my water's on the way over there. I probably should drink some water though. I'll grab it in a minute. Actually, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll probably hop off the server. And then I'll probably oh no, I fancy doing a few Sporcle quizzes. I am feeling really, even though I had a small nap earlier, I am feeling really tired, which is a good sign. So hopefully I'll be able to get some sleep tonight. Never see it coming, see it coming. Alright, I'll be back in a second. There you go, Jamie. That is your redeem. Right, so I'm gonna hop off the server. And I'm gonna close Minecraft, which should hopefully help the performance of the stream a little bit. And what we'll do, this is a picture. I said that so like, it's actually a picture I took. Hang on one second. Pictures. It would be. It's in here, isn't it? It's this one. It's this picture, which was from Coniston. It's that one, isn't it? Yeah. I took that picture. It's beautiful, and I wanted to get it printed onto a canvas as like a reminder of the fun times that we had. Cool. Well, I am gonna go ahead and quickly take a break because I need to use the bathroom. And then when we come back, we will go ahead and do some Sporcle quizzes. I think that sounds like a cool thing. Are there any mods about, like, actively here? If there are any mods here, speak now, please. That would be willing just to update the title in the game for me while I'm away. I'll say it in case there is a mod here. If there is a mod listening, please can you, if you're willing to help, please can you update the game to Sporcle and the title to reflect Sporcle quizzes. If not, I'll do it when I get back. I will be right back. I'll leave you guys with some where are we? Yeah. I'll leave you guys with some parachute drop, exclamation mark fly, and you can fly down. If you add an emote, it will drop with an emote too. It's really cool. So yeah, I will be back in a minute or two. Just gonna go use the bathroom and just stretch my legs a bit. So yeah, don't go wait, and then we'll do some Sporcle. Okay, apologies about the delay there. I will update everything. Oh, sorry, lightheaded. Sporcle quizzes. Sporcle to chill. Bad dream, I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying, you'll never reach it. Right, thank you people for bearing with me. That was longer than I was intending for it to be. I actually don't know how long I was away for, but I apologise. Because my chat doesn't have timestamps on it for some reason. Right. Let me update the Discord. And I have a few ideas of Sporcle quizzes I'd like to do, but I'm open to suggestions. Doesn't mean to say I'm gonna do them. But doing some Sporcle quizzes now to chill. But if anyone fancies sending me any Sporcle quizzes, I might consider them. Okay, this is bookmarked. Where is it? Oh, I see. So one of the things I have been doing lately is I've been trying to learn the phonetic alphabet. Just because it was something that I kind of fancy trying to learn. And I think I can do it. So let's swap over to this scene. And I'll grab the Sporcle window. Okay, so here we go. So we've got Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Golf, Hotel, India, Juliet, Kilo, Lima, Mike, November, Oscar, Papa, Quebec, Romeo, Sierra, Sierra Tango, Uniform, Victor, Whiskey, X-Ray, Yankee, Zulu. There you go. I know 26, and I wasn't even looking at the hints. So I'm proud of myself for that. Yeah, this is the UK phonetic alphabet. I don't know what the US one is. Oh, it differs much. But yeah, that's the UK one. Sometimes when I'm just starting about, I spell words to myself phonetically. So, for example, the word phonetic would be Papa, Hotel, Oscar, November, Echo, Tango, India, Charlie. And then Alpha. Ooh. What is L? Lima. Alpha Lima, Papa Hotel, Alpha Bravo, Echo, Tango, Uniform, Kilo. Really useful skill. Blimey. I saw it pop up down here. Let's try the USA quizzes. So this is find the USA state, no outlines, minefield. It's also used, for the railway. For example, in Eastern UK, a railway head code would be 9 Mike 60. which is a train that I travelled on Saturday. And yeah. And also communicating via radio, you need to know your phonetic alphabet. Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta Echo Foxtrot Golf Hotel India Juliet Kentucky. No, not Kentucky. Kilo. Okay. Lima Mike November Oscar Papa Quebec Romeo Sierra Tango Uniform Victor X-Ray Yankee Zulu. The hard part about saying it just out like that isn't remembering the words, it's remembering the order of the alphabet. That's the hard part. Alright, let's try this. Louisiana is down there. Arizona. Maine. I haven't done this in ages, so I'm a little bit rusty. New Mexico's there. Illinois is about... No! Okay, to be fair, I was doing quite well. Look off ads. Play quiz, let's see. No, I'm not starting with New Hampshire. Texas. Virginia, that's like here. Minnesota is here. West Virginia is there. Connecticut is here. Rhode Island is like there. Indiana is not there. That's Arkansas, I think, above Louisiana. Nevada is like there. Oh, there. Alright, is there another one that's not like a minefield? Let's try to escape the... What is this? Escape the USA. Click each state to completely erase the country. Okay. Utah, about there. California, there. West Virginia is about... Ah, so close. And I'm gonna be... Arizona is there. New Hampshire is there. Ah! Okay, to be fair, New Hampshire is one of the smaller states. I won't say microstate, because I think I might get a few annoyed people if I said that. Alaska is there. North Dakota is up here. California is there. Connecticut is... Okay. I know roughly the areas, for the most of the part. Even if I suck at this. And now I want to see if I can remember my English counties. Massachusetts. The spirit of Massachusetts is the spirit of America. Oh god, where is my... It's here, isn't it? It's this part. Missouri. Oh, come on! That was like a pixel off! Washington, Illinois, Louisiana, Virginia, Iowa. Iowa is... Oh god, where's Iowa? Maryland. Here? Damn it! Wrong side of Virginia. Arkansas. North Carolina is about there. Vermont is... Wisconsin. Oh, come on. I'm rusty on my US states, okay? It's been a little while. Kansas is... Oh! Arkansas is like there. Florida's there. Maine is there. Washington is there. New Hampshire, I think, is there. Maryland, about there. Wyoming, I think. is oh fuck, Virginia there, Florida there, Indiana. Ba 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 ba. North Dakota's there, Nevada is there, Colorado is right there. Oh, Arkansas is there, Idaho is up here, Texas is down there, Washington is there, Iowa is right there, Arizona is there, South Dakota is there, Minnesota is there, Mississippi and that one. No, I was close. We were making decent progress there. Right, Arkansas there, Wyoming there, New Jersey. Fuck you. We're not gonna stop this one until we get it. Wyoming. Fuck off. Florida. Penis. Vermont. About there. No. Fucking. New Mexico is there. New York is there. Iowa is about there. Nebraska. Is Nebraska rather below Kansas? Oh, come on. I think, like, you look at this, like, I'm not too far off from most of these. Tennessee is about... I sound like the dog. The one that's on the airplane. I'm gonna sound really weird. I hope people know that meme. I hope that's not like an old meme at this point. New Hampshire is like. Oh, good lord. Okay, Oklahoma is there. Wyoming is there. Rhode Island, oh fuck you, is there. New York is there. Kentucky is there. Kentucky is a state. Kentucky is a state. Kentucky is a state. Indiana is there. Nevada is there. West Virginia is like the Arkansas, Mississippi, North Carolina, Alaska, Kentucky, Alabama, New York, Minnesota, New Hampshire, Georgia, Florida, Virginia, Arizona. Oh, fuck it. I love getting it wrong. Wisconsin is there. Minnesota is there. New York is there. Maine is up there. Wyoming is there. Missouri. Well, there. Oh my god. Kansas. There. Alabama. There. Hawaii. There. Oklahoma. There. Iowa. There. Colorado. There. Nevada. There. Alaska. There. Texas. There. New Mexico is there. Vermont is... Oh. I nearly got to 50%. Iowa is not there. We'll try again. North Carolina is there. Kentucky is a state. Ohio is there, which I know that certain people don't like. West Virginia. Montana is up there. Illinois is there. Idaho is there. Oh, come on. I was like a pixel off. I'm getting annoyed at this now. South Dakota is there. Idaho is about there. California is down there. Nebraska is there. Delaware. Oh, fuck you with Delaware. It's bullshit. Delaware's like one of the smallest states in the fucking country. Don't quote me on that. Maine, Montana, Ohio, Mississippi. I don't know, isn't that how Americans count? They go 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Vermont is... No, Vermont, I must remember, is to this point and then across a bit. Play quiz. Nebraska, New York, Washington, Arizona, Ohio, Pennsylvania. Nearly clicked in the wrong place. Oregon, New Jersey, New Hampshire. So, from Massachusetts and Rhode Island and whatnot. Cool. I'm relearning where they all... I know where they are, but it's the specifics of it that I'm relearning. Okay, that counted. Vermont is there. Louisiana is here. Connecticut is there. Alaska is there. Minnesota is there. Washington's there. Virginia's there. Alabama is there. Arkansas is there. New Jersey is there. Maryland is there. Oh, come on, you fuck you. West Virginia, Georgia, Texas, Wyoming. Alright, I'll try a couple more times. I think next time we get close to 50%, that'll be the last one we'll do. Wisconsin. No, that was me being an idiot. Louisiana, New York, New Mexico, New Hampshire, Missouri, Oklahoma, Washington, West Virginia, Arizona, Delaware. Fuck you, I'm not even going to try Delaware because I don't know where it is. That's the thing, if you get somewhere like Delaware, you kind of fucked. New Mexico, Arkansas, Iowa, Missouri, Ohio, Kansas, Alaska, New Hampshire, Virginia. Alright, one more try to get up to like a high. Kansas is there. Rhode Island is like there. Ohio is there. Hawaii is there. Nebraska is above. Connecticut is there. Texas is there. South Dakota, New Mexico, Idaho, New York, Pennsylvania, Arizona, Mississippi. Alright, we're gonna just stick with that. Alright, so the other thing I wanted to do, So there's a TV show that I really love, and I feel like only some of the people in the chat are even going to know what this is. But there's a TV show called Waterloo Road, and I really love it. So I'm going to pick out some Waterloo Road quizzes. Oh, there's a 1 to 16 all characters quiz. Because this quiz, I assume, only covers... this quiz randomly only covers up to Series 8. I don't know why. So then we've got this one, which is 1 to 16. So we'll definitely be able to do some quizzes. I think is there any more that look good? Oh, 100 questions. Okay. That sounds good. Alright, let's go with what we've got. So, first one. Can you pick the Waterloo Road quiz? How many of the Kelly children have been pupils at the school? 4? What relative of Chloe's does she name her daughter Izzy after her mum? Mother. Where is it? Her mother. What was the name of the private school in which John Foster? I just saw it. There it is. Name the only head to have had children at the school. That would be Karen Fisher. What subject did Steph teach? Also, that's not true. Steph taught French. Since starting the school, how many relationships has Finn been in? A lot. I'm gonna say 3. What student came back to the school in Series 6 to become the school secretary? That was Janice. Which 2 girls are shortlisted for the main part in the school musical in Series 3? That is Mika and Alicia. What do Lorna, Dicky, Izzy, Redpath, they all have been in a relationship with Tom Clarkson? Which people suffers from bulimia in Series 6? Harry Fisher. What people does Matt foster? That would be Sam. What beauty treatment? He has Botox. What neurological condition? She has Asperger's syndrome, as it was called back then. What does Lauren have on her back? Birthmark. How many biological children does Tom have? 1. What's the name of Grantley's wife? Fleur. Which 2 students plan to run away and commit suicide? In Series 5, that's Amy and Finn. What psychological disorder does he have? He has schizophrenia. How many students does Cheska... which student does Cheska marry? How many sounds a little bit bad. And who is Philip's aunt? Rachel and Mason. Alright, what are your characters? So, where's the start button? Oh, really? Who designed this? Rob. Oh, I don't know what his full name is. I'll just do the ones I know. Rachel, Mason, Kyle, Stack, Harry Fisher, Matt Wilding, Grant, Lee Budgeon. My spelling. There we go, Grantley Budgeon. You've got, I'm assuming Jess Fisher's going to be on here. Oh, Harry Fisher. Wait, what? Is that not how you spell their surname? Karen Fishy. How do you, hang on, I'm going to Google this on the other monitor. Harry Fisher, Waterloo Road. No, that's right. It's Harry Fisher. That's right! According to the other monitor. That's how you spell it. Fisher. Alright, well I call bullshit there. Let's go through the other ones that we can do. Finn, Sharky, Michaela. That's not how you spell her name. Michaela. Oh, is it White? No, I forgot what her name is. You got Vicky McDonald. Vicky. That's what her name is. Walton Smiley. Okay, I'm genuinely, some of these are just not spelt right. Give up. Alright, where's Harry? That's what I wrote! So why didn't it count? Oh wait, I got it, and I just didn't realise, I guess. I see. Right. Alright, so maybe that's on me. Alright then. Moving on. We've got Water Road teachers. Got Grantley, Budgeon. We've got Kim Campbell. Campbell. How do you spell her name? Hang on. To Google. Kim Campbell. Alex Campbell. I don't need that. Tom Clarkson. Steph Haydock. Chris Mead. Christopher Mead. Max Tyler. Eddie Lawson. Helen Hopewell. Jamie Glover, that's Andrew Frenneman. Jason Mills, that's Jack Rimmer. Rachel Mason. So many of these names I just don't recognize. Rose Kelly. Candice Smiley. Candice. Oh god, okay, Lorna Dickey? I don't know how you spell her name, but I don't think she's on here. Oh, Izzy Redpath. Yeah. Izzy Redpath. Oh. Dinner Lord. What's a Dinner Lord? Jasmine Qureshi. There you go. Head of Drama and Music, Matt Wilding. PA Secretary, Joyce. Estelle. Sonia. Divina. Arena. No. So many in here that I just don't know. Camilla Power. Linda Radley. I don't know. Give up. Who are these people? Ruby. That one I could have gotten. Joe. Candy Smiley. I couldn't spell her name correctly. Rob Cleaver. Lorna Dickey. Melissa Ryan. Oh yeah. Lewis Seddon. Davina Shackleton. Estelle Cooper. That's the PA. I had no idea what her surname was. Russell Millen. Macaulay Jem Allen. And Wilson Bingham, who was the horrible one that nobody liked. Oh, people liked him, that was the problem. Alright, I'm going to skim past this one and we're just going to go to this one. Okay. When does Christine quit as a head teacher? Series 9 episode. Why are all the series separately like this? 19. Who becomes a paraplegic following the bus crash at the end of series 7? That would be Tarek Siddiqui. What quote played as the final episode of Border Road? Turned up for a week's cover, ended up staying 25 years. Spy teacher from New Zealand, that was Macaulay. Trying to find his name is going to be fun. Where is he? There he is. What episode did Josh return from one-off appearance? Series 7, episode 30. Which I can't see, which is annoying. No, maybe it wasn't series 7, episode 30. I thought it was. No, it wouldn't have been. It must have been one of the series 8 episodes. I want to say series. There we go. Who became the new deputy head after Eddie left? That was Chris Mead. Where is his name? Chris. I hate this because I know what the answer is, but I can't fucking find it. Chris Mead, and I know for a fact this is right this time. Chris. Oh, it's right there. When does Davina leave Tom? God, I don't fucking know. Series 4 is episode 15? Oh wow. Who was the rugby coach who assisted Jez in series 7? Adam didn't know. No. Ken, that was his name. How many Walk the Road episodes have been all together, and not including the reunited ones? At the time of this, there was 200. Who was the school investor from America? Oh, God. Who was the school investor? Jerry. His name was Jerry, I remember that. Jerry Preston. Who slept with Lisa Brown in Series 10, Episode 18? That would be Dale. Dale Jackson. Who dies in Series 7, Episode 18? Alzheimer's, that would be Fleur. Fleur Budgeon, where is her name? There it is. Who 2 times Justin and Scott? That's Bonnie. I saw her name down here. Bonnie Kincaid. Who surprises Rob in Series 7, Episode 4? What a kind of question is that? Naomi, isn't it? I vaguely remember her name being Naomi. His wife, Naomi. Who transferred to Havelock High in Series 10, Episode 7? That's Kevin! Kevin Chalk. Who was the maths teacher that fostered Kevin? That was Daniel Chalk. God, this is hard. It's not so much hard. I know the answers, but it's trying to find them. That's what makes this a challenge. Where's Daniel? Where is his name? Daniel, short. God, I'm losing time to this. Why can't I find his bloody name? There it is. When does Tarek try to commit suicide? Series 8. Looking for ones that are actually Series 8. Because I know for a fact that's when it happens. I just can't remember. Okay. What episode of we find that her husband's company has gone bust? Probably Series 5, because it's when she has a massive breakdown, isn't it? And she starts throwing shit everywhere, and they've got all the people in. No. Who was Josh's boyfriend? Nate Gurney, I'm assuming, is who this is. Whose dad does not like that his son is gay and decides to attack Tom. Series 7, episode 23. No, actually thinking about it, I don't actually think that's right. Oh, Grady, there we go. When does Lorna commit suicide? 2:10. who was murdered in the final episode of Series 2. That's Izzy Redpath. What is the name of Vaughn's sons? Justin and Leo. What gang are they in? They were the Dale Skin Crew. Who is pregnant with Eddie's baby? That's Melissa. What was Scout's brother's name? Oh god. Not Leo. Liam. Who is the overweight boy in Series 5 episode 13? That's Adam? No. Why is Carl permanently excluded? Because he punched Nikki. What colours do Eugene's get? Oh my god. I have no clue, but I'm going to assume there's not many colours on this quiz. So I want to assume if I just find the colours, that will be the answer. You know what I mean? Green and black. That's right, yeah. Who is the Director of Education? That's Robert Bain. Who's the first pupil teacher affair between Brett and Davina? Does that count because she's not technically a teacher? Who donates their kidney to Grantley? That's Tom. Who pretends to be Lula? Chesney? I think her name is. Chesney Montrose. There we go. Who is Philip's girlfriend in Series 5? That is Roz. Roz McCain. What subject does Olga teach? Geography. She teaches geography. What gives Barton Rob? Cleaver. What does Guy live with? Who does Guy live with until the end of the suit? Oh, fuck me. George? Oh, Sonia. When did Chloe leave Waterloo Road? That would have been Series 4, Episode 20. How many episodes of Waterloo Road United are there? There's 6, I think. Who was Maxine's first boyfriend? That would be Lewis 7. What regular characters between Series 3 and Series 7 had one-off appearance in Series 8, Episode 16? Bolton. Oh. Okay. What character self-harms in Series 8? Oh god. Rhiannon, right? Yes. Who did Lewis and Janice pay to do the homework in Series 1? I saw his name, I think. In this area. Luke. Oh. Oh. I saw his name before. Where is his name? It's not Luke Pendle. The other thing is I'll click a random one just to pass it, and then I'll spot it. So I'm just taking one final little read through. If I don't spot it, we move on. Yeah, what episode did Grantley die? That's series 9, episode 5? I want to say? Episode 6. What did Clarence Charles do? He was a limousine driver. Who was the councilman that tried to shut down Waterloo Road? That was Selena Wilson. Who gets married in the last episode of series 6? Oh god, who does get married in the last? Wait, who gets married at the end of series 6? Oh, right. Jonah and Cheska. How many relationships did Bolton have? Not included Nina. Oh my god. 3. Wanda, Bolton and Ginny. I don't. Series 4, episode 9? No. What? Who did Danella play in series 4 before being cast as Lorraine Donegan? That was Jem Allen. Who suffers from OBS, overactive bladder syndrome, in series 2, episode 9? I shouldn't laugh, but when I read that, you can all know what my brain went to. There's his name, Ahmed Patel. Fucking hell. Dale Baxter. Who was the teacher of the first one winner that's current start of series 7? Eleanor Chowdhury. Who was Dennis's aggressive boyfriend? That was Steve-O. I saw his name. Steve-O Malone. Who did Sean have an affair with? That was Michael. Michael Byrne. Who dies in the crash in the very first episode of Adam Dearden? Who left what they read in series 2 to work in Rwanda and who else went with him? That is Andrew and Kim. Who was George's mother? Who the fuck is George? Oh, I know who it is. Who did Bolton snog in the girls' toilets? That was Amy Porter. I keep seeing stuff going on in the corner of my eye, but it's just the ad down here. Amy Porter. How did Darren's mum die in hospital? In the first episode, that was a drug overdose. Who tried to stab their uncle in series 3, episode 2? That's Paul. Who got arrested for drug dealing and growing in the first episode of series 9? Larry Brown. Who cheated on her boyfriend Ronan at the start of series 7? Vicky? Vicky. Who does Janice almost get married to? Craig O'Leary. Who stabbed Michael? Wayne. When did Tom and Rose split up? Who was the third head teacher? Karen. Assuming we're not counting Ryan Vasey. What does tutors Brett Cheek on Mika with? That's Chloe. Chloe. There she is. What was Flick's dad? His name? Ralph Miller. Ralph, I saw his name. I've seen his name so many times scrolling through. Where is he? There he is. Okay. Who is he, the person going for the headship besides? Not Linda. Lindsay Woodham. Who was the pervert who stalked Bex? That was Dylan Hodge, who returned in Series 7 after being a regular in Series 3 and 4. Gee, I don't... Oh, Matt. Who dies because of a brain tumour? That's Sambuca Kelly. Who did Scout marry? You know, how keep him in the UK. That's... Aiden? No. That's the one that was... Where did Waterloo Road move to? Green. Who was the maiden name of... That was when Tom and Rose split up. Do you know what? I'm pretty happy with that. Also, if you've never seen this show before, you're just watching me go through it, you're probably like, what the hell is this show? When you hear of all the drama and stuff that's happened in it. And that's only series 1 to 10. Let's do this quiz. The series 1 to 16. I'm going to change this to practice mode. And we're just going to see how long it takes. Okay, so. We've got Jack Rimmer. Andrew Trenneman. Trenneman. Kim Campbell. Lorna Dickey. How do you spell that fucking name? Hang on. Lorna Dickey. Waterloo Road. Oh, it's a combination of everything. It's Dickey. English teacher pushed off a building. Tom Clarkson. Matt Wilding. I'm jumping ahead. Izzy Redpath. Steph Haydock. Brantley Budgeon. Brantley Budgeon. Flo Granger. Oh, for God's sake. There she is. I got her name. Cool. Chloe Granger. Wait, apparently that's not right. Grainger. Oh, he probably wants her, like, no? Oh. They should accept both. Mika Granger, Izzy, Charles, Lewis, Fedden, okay, I'm going through my head. Dante, Charles, Janice Bryant, Estelle Cooper, people's father from series 1 to 4. Parents, Charles? There you go. Teacher's wife. Blur Budgeon. Mika's boyfriend, Brett Aspinall. Aspinall. Is it one T? Aspinall. Okay, Dante's girlfriend, Celine. I don't know what her name is. Celine or Celine Dixon, that's her name. You actually just come back in the new era. Mika's bully. Oh god. Oh, what's her name? Mika's bully. Leanne Sedgwick. I feel like that's right. Waterloo Road. No, that is not correct. What's her name? I don't know. Stacey Appleyard. I just popped into my head there. Appleyard. Appleford? I don't know, but she was the one that ended up in Tom's bed in Series 2. Jerry. What was his surname? We looked at him earlier. Jerry. Oh god. Bridget. Danielle. Harper? Parker? Alicia. Dylan. Lee. Alicia. Dylan. Dylan. How do you spell her surname? Apparently that's not right. Dylan. No, apparently that's still not right. Okay. Paul Langley. Bolton. Smiley. How do you spell it? Bloody surname. The thing is, I know the characters, I could say them. Which is what I think is why I'm sort of permitting myself to Google. Because obviously I know the character names, I just don't know the Andy Smiley. Oh, I see it. Candy Smiley. There we go. Wow, I love the way that they've described Carla Bentham as autistic. That, I mean, she's not autistic, she has ASD. So, lovely. Michaela her surname's White, but I feel that's very on the nose if it is. Or what is her name? Okay, the White. Waterloo Road. It is, but it's not spelled in a fancy way. It's just literally white. Okay. Second head teacher, Rachel Mason. Let's do the heads. Let's not follow the hints. Let's just do some of the heads. So, Vaughn, Fitzgerald, one N. Fitzgerald, two N's now. One N. Apparently that's not right. It's see, people have fancy spellings for their names, and it's just like, okay, Vaughn Fitzgerald, Justin Fitzgerald, Leo Fitzgerald, Christine Mulgrew, Connor Mulgrew, Imogen Mulgrew. You better be sticking to your words. Imogen Mulgrew. That's definitely what she's called. But see, the wiki calls her Imogen Stewart, and I'm wondering whether it's so stupid because yeah. So basically, her maiden name is Stewart, but then she marries Connor and becomes Imogen Mulgrew. Unless she's just not included on this quiz for some reason, which would be really weird, but sure. Alright, okay, moving along. Karen Fisher. Fisher. Oh, how did you spell her fucking name? I forgot about this. Karen Fisher. Which just the one, Bex Fisher, Jess Fisher, Harry Fisher, Tommy Charles, Tonya Walters, Preston Walters, Samia Chowdhury, Samia. I feel like I'm very much spelling that wrong. Samia Chowdhury. Yeah, I spelled that right wrong. I want to say, obviously, like, if I spell people's names wrong, especially when some of them have, like, ethnic or religious backgrounds, I'm completely not doing it, obviously, in any offensive way or meaning to. I just don't know how to spell. Okay, apparently she's not in there, but she is Preston. I don't know. I don't really like this quiz because it's not conclusive. Also, what was wrong with that? Because was that not the exact way I spelled it? Like, look, Samia Chowdhury. I'll copy it from the wiki page. Control F. Okay, what's wrong? Where is it? Where was she? So his dad. Samia Chu. It's missing the H, which apparently is correct. So I don't know. Like, I feel like with stuff like this, you copy it from an official source. You wouldn't just randomly put stuff in, you know, especially with, or like you'd have like except first names or I don't know. But we did a decent job. We got 40. I'm not too unhappy about that. There's a bunch of cool people in here. The funny thing is, there is a few times where actors get reused. Like, I don't know if Gem Allen's on here, but as you know from the other quiz, she was Lorraine Donegan in series, from series, end of series 7. And an example is, Neil Guthrie. His character, or his actor, is actually in series 6 or 7. In actually kind of an interesting storyline about foreign workers stealing British jobs, which was very ahead of its time given the current climate. And it turns out that while the kid was getting annoyed that his dad hadn't been chosen over a Polish worker, his dad had never actually applied for the job because he didn't think he had a chance. And basically, yeah, it was a whole thing. But that's why I love Waterloo Road. And for those people who don't know, Waterloo Road is a school drama, and it's really good in my opinion at like shining lights on very pressing issues. They did a transgender episode back in series 7. Bear in mind that would have been probably early 2010s, so that's like really ahead of its time, and they still keep doing really powerful stuff, really really serious topics, raising awareness. Like there's a storyline this series that's just come out about grooming. Last series there was a big storyline about allergies and allergy awareness. There's been recent storylines you've had, in terms of since it's come back. You've had stuff about coercive control. They've had a really strong presence lately, and I'm hoping it stays, given I know some of them the actors are leaving. But they've had a real strong emphasis on deaf characters. They had I think, I can't remember if it was a merger or they had an intake of deaf kids, and they sort of went through the struggles of integrating them in, and they've done some really good storylines with them, which I think are really cool. With them makes it sound very sounds very prevalent to that. I'm trying to think of some other stuff. There's so much that Waterloo Road has done. I'm just trying to think post. There was a storyline where the basketball team, the boys basketball team, decided they were gonna make a group chat and rate all the girls in the school, which obviously when the girls found out, they were not very happy about that, as you can probably imagine. I've got the lights fucked. I think I might need to restart it. One sec. I'm trying to think of, I don't want to obviously spoil too much, but I'm trying to think of good storylines that happened recently. There was a whole storyline about someone sleeping rough at the school who owed money and then ended up stabbing someone and then kind of got treated as a bit of a martyr. There was, what else have we had? We've had another more recent bulimia storyline compared to the one that happened back in the early years of the show. That's come back to light. We had a storyline about endometriosis. I think it is. It's a condition, if I remember correctly, that affects women and sort of really horrible pains, like worse than period pains. In my opinion, it's just a really good show because, like I say, like I'm gonna Google it now while I'm talking to you, but that episode that they did with the transgender character was in series 7, and even though I'm trying to remember what exactly happened, but I feel like the character kind of, if I remember this correctly, and I could be wrong, I feel like the character came to the realization that they weren't trans. They were just... So I don't know. I don't remember if that is what happened or not. I don't actually think, thinking about it, a part of me doesn't think they actually acknowledge what happened to this character after this episode. So if she did transition back or not. Well, she never transitioned. It was just sort of trying different things, doing a bit of makeup and that sort of stuff. Although the new series has a full-on trans character in it, who, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't realize was trans. So that's awesome. Makes me really happy. And yeah, I've just checked. It was 2011 that storyline happened and that episode came out. So it's crazy to think that 15 years ago we had this sort of storyline, and that's, in my opinion, how good of a show whatever it is. They have such good storylines. Some really good romances in there between students and students separately and staff, but also there are some crossover ones. There's been some very emotional romances to the point of where they didn't want to be separated and made a suicide pact. There's really good storylines, and I really think the show deserves more love. It gets a lot of love. In fact, so the show got axed in 2014 and its final series aired in 2015. And then over COVID, the BBC put the show on iPlayer because they'd been slowly releasing it on YouTube, but then they took it all off of YouTube and put it on iPlayer, and it blew up on iPlayer. It was like the most watched thing on iPlayer or something like that. It was insane. So then they were like, okay, we should reboot this, and now they run it as a more drama series. It was a serial drama. The first series had 8 episodes, the second had 12, and then every series after that had 20, or 2 series had 30, and then it went back to 20. So the idea was, and they would market it and break it into half. So you'd have, with the later series, the 3 through 6, you'd have an autumn term and a spring term, which would air around that time. And then you'd have series 7 and 8, which were autumn, spring, summer term, and then 9 and 10 back to just 20 episodes of autumn and spring. But it was really cleverly done. Now there are only 8. Well, the reboot started with 7, and then they've added on another episode. Personally, for me, I think they need just 1 or 2 more, round it to 10. I think it would be really good, just because I don't think you quite get enough time to explore certain things in the new series. As much as I love the new series, I'm so glad it's back, and it's such a joy for me every time when they release new episodes. It's actually been a week tomorrow that they released the new series. They do it as a binge thing on iPlayer. It's really cool. But there's a part of me that just wishes they had a bit more room to breathe and let things breathe, because sometimes things can feel a little bit rushed in the series. But overall, in my opinion, it's a really good show, and definitely more people should watch it. In terms of where you jump on, you can jump on from series 11, you can jump on from series 16, series 17, series... I think the best point if you want to get semi-new is series 11. But if you really want to know everything that you need to know, probably your best jumping on point would probably be series 15. I think it's the most clear jumping on point, because it's when the current heads comes in. There's a few storylines that run over from series 14 and beyond and before it, but most of the stuff, if I recall correctly, in series 15 is kind of new. So it allows, and you've obviously got the whirlwind around the new head teacher. So yeah. Anyway, I kind of went on to a bit of a side tangent there, and kind of ended up falling down a bit of a Water Road rabbit hole. So if there's anyone still actually listening to me ramble over, it means a lot. But what we're probably going to go ahead and do now, I mean, there's no probably about it, we're going to go and find somebody to raid. Who is even streaming that we can raid? There's basically no one on. Ah! I see somebody we could raid who I haven't actually spoken to in a while, so this will be nice. Oh, don't tell me. I thought for a second he'd stopped streaming. I was about to be like, oh no. But no, he's still streaming. Let me just check that's right. We are going to go ahead and raid the wonderful Brandino. who... Yeah, we're gonna go with Brandino. He is currently doing some... what is this game? I don't actually know. Gamelon? I think it is. I don't think he's got a game set. So, yeah. But we're going to give Brandino a raid. If you're not a sub to the channel, then you can use that first raid message. However, if you are a sub to the channel, then you can use the second one. I'll be back at some point. I'm not expecting to stream again for a little bit. This was a very impromptu thing. So, hey, if I pop up randomly in stream, I pop up randomly in stream, but I don't have any particular crazy instinct to stream anytime soon. But yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. Have a fantastic rest of your evening, and I will see you all soon. Where's the... There it is. Thanks for watching, everyone. Goodbye.